Great. Yeah, so questions are to both. What was it like going from filming the artist and the tone of that to moving toward this, and what were the challenges in that?
Actually, it was the worst professional experience in my life. No, I mean it was really tough, very exhausting for many reasons, and I think I'm stupid because I thought it was an easy, not easy, but a small movie, and then I realized that everything was very difficult. The army, the non-professional actor, shooting in Georgia, Caucasus, the main character is a kid, so everything was complicated. And it lasted 14 weeks, which is twice the artist, it was 7 weeks. So I really wanted to quit that job. I thought it was my last movie as a director. But, now I'm changing my mind.
Good.
And for me, I haven't been working for 9 months, so can you imagine? I was exhausted. But
and also, you can think of your sentence.
Can you write it for me, please?
No, and also I think I put myself some pressure because nobody told that story. I mean, from the Chechen point of view, or at least from the human point of view, this story has been told by Russian, and the fact is, when you win the war, you write his story, and when you lose, you don't. And they lost the war, so nobody really told their story. So I felt like I had a strong responsibility, and especially for them. I mean, when you are in the region, you feel with the people you work with, and they are Chechen, and you feel that you have a strong responsibility. So it was interesting.
Thank you for your question. I saw, yes, right up here.
The main character, I think, the most important message is unity. Do you believe that this important and human rights type of work is just bureaucracy at the end of the
Thank you. So the question is around the Annette Bening character and her philosophy in the film, and do you believe that human rights workers, that there's a lot of bureaucracy involved, and do you stand behind that point of view, or how do you feel about that?
No, I don't think so. I think we need politics, definitely, and I am more for politic answer. But the fact is, they are very slow to come, and especially with big bureaucracy like the UN or the European Commission, and it's not an easy problem. I mean, I just make movies. I can't tell this is how we should do it. It's easy to stop wars, but the fact is it's very complicated. I think the most important message from her character is about resilience, about the kids, and how it is important to help them to tell in every way possible their own story and what happened to them. And the political message, I think, is more not confused, but gray. It's not black or white. I don't say bureaucracy is bad, but it's slow, and it's a tragedy.
Thank you for your question. Yes, there's a whole lot of hands over here. So the gentleman, yes, right there. Yes, you, in the glasses behind, yeah. Great. Can you talk about the location where you shot and the reasons why you chose that particular location?
So we shot in Georgia because it was very close by Chechnya. It's the other side of Caucasus. And you have Chechen people, and they speak Chechen, and there's a lot of Chechen refugees. And so it was more expensive. I could have done it in Bulgaria, for example, and the Bulgarian would be Chechnyan and pretending to be Chechen, and it would be cheaper and faster, but I wanted to make it more accurate. You can shoot in Chechnya if you want, but you have to deal with authorities. So I guess you can shoot in North Korea if you want, but we have the same problem.
Right, yes. Thank you.
It's not exactly the same, I'm joking.
Right, fair enough. Yes, here? Yes. You're welcome.
Since you have mentioned that in the film Georgia is actually born in a white country, and that pretty much although it's going on there, you did a really good job, because I don't know a lot of people here, but I know you use the Russian do. But the question is, did actually authorities try to interfere with filming? Like, because the story is always telling the film, it's quite disturbing, and it's true. And I'm thinking, did anyone try to stop you from making it?
Did anyone try to stop you from making it? Did any authorities intervene? Did you have any obstacles like that in telling the story?
No, nobody. Actually, Georgia is a very special country. They had for almost 10 years a president named Saakashvili, and he, I don't know if you know him, but he was very brave, and he really made democracy improve in his country, and we had absolutely no problem. The fact is, he lost election, and so he doesn't run the country anymore, and the movie is, the country is a little bit like this now, but we had no problem. And we had something very special, because they still have the Russian military devices. So we were in this very rare situation. We could use all the military tanks and helicopters and everything to tell something against the army. And it's very rare. I mean, if you want to work with the American army, for example, you should agree with them.
Yes, fair enough.
In France,
Same thing. Okay, I have time for 3 more, so I'm going to go here, here, and then here. I'll do my best. Yes, back in the white. You've had your hand up for a while. Yes.
You can talk to us about the boy who played
Just in general, so can you talk to us about the boy who played Haji? How he came to be involved in the film and working with him, what that was like.
that's for you.
No, I mean the casting, you can talk about the casting, the audition. I can't talk about that. He made I don't know, I think you did like 400, you met the casting director met 400 kids. And well, this one was, I usually say that he really connected with his emotion. And for example, this scene where we draw and he started crying, he did, I think, maybe 25 takes. In every take he was crying, and I was watching him like, how does he do that so well? Doesn't get any onions, not vape drops. And then, you know, I knew it was going to be on me, and I was like, how am I going to do now? It's not going to. So he was very impressive, so he challenged me in a way. We never been able to talk because he doesn't speak English, he doesn't speak French. So we just gesture and look at each other. It was very frustrating for the first week, and then I realized that Bérénice was having problem with Abdul Halim, and that Carol was having exactly the same problems. So I actually used it. And he's a very special boy. He doesn't care about anything. You know, we went to Cannes with him, and he was like, what is going on here? The only answer he gave to the press conference was, the question was, did you like it? And he said, yes. And that's really adorable.
On set, I told him once, you look like Leonardo DiCaprio. I wanted to be nice with him. And he just said to me, who is by the translator, of course, but he's a very nice kid. He's Chechnyan, and he's 9 years old, so he's not like a professional actor, so she really has had to adapt, like all of us, we really had to adapt ourselves to him. And he's very about when he was crying, I can tell the story. At the beginning, when I casted him, I asked him to cry, and he did it, and it was really astonishing. So it was one of the reasons I chose him. And then on set, when I asked him to cry, he was very proud, so he didn't want to cry in front of everybody. So it was a problem for me. And maybe after 1 week, I remember how we did with Huggy, the dog in The Artist. We gave him sausages to make. Sausages.
Sausages, yeah.
Sausages. Not sausages. Sausages. But the dog doesn't care. For him, it's whatever he eats. So I went to see Abdul Halim, and I said, okay, if you cry, I give you 5 lari, which is $3. And he said, each time I cry? I said, yes. And so then we went back on set, and when I asked for the action, he cried, and all the crew was crying. And I went to him, okay, here's your money. And during all the shooting, and the next 14 weeks, so I spent a lot of money. It cost me a lot when you see him crying, but anyway, he could do it.
Too, when I was crying.
I
It's normal.
didn't criticize, I just...
You've been working hard.
Just kidding. Fantastic.